Number three, third reason people procrastinate is timing. Look at Psalms 19:13. Also keep back your servant from presumptuous sins. Let them not rule over me, then I'll be blameless. Look at Proverbs 27:1. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring forth. One of my favorite stories, I read this probably last time I read it was 5 or 6, 7, 8 years ago. My brother-in-law opened the bottom drawer of my sister's bureau and lifted out a tissue-wrapped package. This, he said, is not a slip. This is lingerie. He discarded the tissue and handed me the slip. It was exquisite, silk, handmade and trimmed with lace. The price tag with an astronomical figure was still attached. Jan bought this the first time we went to New York, at least 8 or 9 years ago. She never wore it. She was saving it for a special occasion. Well, you know what? I guess this is the occasion. He took the slip from me and put it on the bed with the other clothes we were taking to the mortician. His hands lingered on the soft material for a moment. Then he slammed the door shut and turned to me and said, don't ever save anything for a special occasion. Every day is special. I remember those words. I've never forgotten them. All the way home on my flight to California, I thought about all the things my sister hadn't seen, hadn't heard, or hadn't done. And I thought about the things that she had done, but she didn't realize that they were special. I still think about those words, and they've changed my life. I'm reading more and dusting less now. I'm sitting on the deck admiring the view without fussing about weeds in the garden. I'm spending more time with family and friends and less time with committee meetings. Gang, funeral after funeral for 40 years. I sat and I stand by and I watch families go to the casket and say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I never told you I love you. I watch it over and over again. They come up and shake the casket. I wished I would have known. Please forgive me. I watch them stand there going, if I'd only known, if I'd only known. I see all this. 40 years I've watched it. Why do we wait? Can you see how devastating procrastination can be? It can be devastating. I sit and I cry at funerals more than people. So I sit there and watch these people. I was in Wasco prison not too long ago, and this guy called me aside, and there was a bunch of hardened convicts in there, and he looked very tough. Had tattoos, things, tattooed to here and stuff. And he looked at me, and he busted out bawling in front of all the other inmates. He said, Pastor, my girlfriend begged me to come and see you. She begged me to come to church. And I said, I don't want church. I hate church. I don't need church. He said, I'm going away for murder. Why didn't I listen to her? And he cried like a baby. Facebook this week, there it goes again. Man, my wife told me to come to church, and I didn't. Now she's divorced me, doesn't want me, on and on and on. D.L. Moody, October 8th, 1871. He was speaking at a message in Chicago, and he lived to regret what he did. He told the people, he said, I'm not going to give an altar call tonight. I'm going to speak on the cross next meeting. And I want you to think about now, between now and the next meeting, what will you do with Jesus? And then I'll ask you then. And the great fire swept through Chicago in 1871, and a lot of people never came back. What's the old saying? Why put off till tomorrow what you can do today? I don't have time to talk about these, but the fourth one, I don't have time to talk about it, but just lazy, just flat lazy. There's no excuse for lazy. The next one I don't have time to talk about, people procrastinate because of anger. They go, I'm not going to do it because you're telling me to do it. I will not.